Fox 13 social media guru Imari, and we're really in some of the most exciting,
Oh my God, it's raining monkeys.
extreme,
That boat is not gonna make that bridge, and we're getting on the bridge, and I'm not playing with you.
and entertaining posts on social media. This is Florida for Real. Social media moves fast, so we're here to break it all down for you. And back with me to sort through the chaos is Scott Tavlin, voice of weekday mornings on Magic 94.9.
We need to rest, but social media never sleeps.
And that's really true. And because we've spent so much money on this segment open, we're starting this week with
animals in general.
We love our Luana voiceover. If you saw last week's show, we found out how Fox 13 chief meteorologist Paul Delgado forecast temperatures of 888 degrees, hot enough to melt lead. Now, we've unearthed another mistake. He totally failed to predict a surprising storm in Ocala when it rained monkeys.
These
Oh
are
my
all
gosh.
monkeys jumping in.
I would have lost my mind.
Oh my God, it's
Kayakers
raining
Trin the
monkeys.
Kitchen, interesting name, was
This
enjoying a
is
day
like
on the water
crazy.
at Silver Spring State Park when she captured this video of dozens of wild monkeys leaping from the treetops. I don't know what I would have done.
First
They're
off,
all-
monkeys,
All of them.
do they swim? And do they swim well? Are they water creatures? Are we learning a whole new side about animals that we've never learned? I don't remember talking about monkeys swimming in school one time.
I didn't even know Florida had monkeys, like especially that many. But you know, we wanted to get to the bottom of this literal monkey business. So we called up someone in the monkey business. Carrie Bagnall, founder and president of Jungle Friends Primate Sanctuary in Gainesville. Hi, Carrie.
Welcome.
Hi, here with a few of my monkey friends.
Hello, monkey friends.
They're so cute.
There are almost 1,000 questions and comments on the video, and I feel like maybe you can help answer some of them.
Carrie, we need to just dive right into all this monkey business because Michael sums up the main question a lot of us had.
Yeah.
They said, wait, they have monkeys in Ocala? So Carrie, we have monkeys here in Ocala, Florida in general?
Yes, we have monkeys all over Florida, and hurricanes hit, monkeys got out, so there are pockets of monkeys everywhere, but the most are the macaques that are living in the Ocala forest.
Oh, wow.
Hundreds of them.
So another comment that we saw, Stephanie said, I always read monkeys can't swim. Maybe some species can. So are monkeys able to swim? Obviously in the video, they're diving right into that water.
They love it.
Macaques especially are very adept at swimming. There are crab-eating macaques. They dive for crabs and fish and eat them, and they dive down for them and come back up. But these guys are rhesus macaques, most of them. I think all of them are rhesus macaques, and they just enjoy swimming. And they get cooled off that way. Our monkeys like to be in the water too. When it's summertime, we put pools in and they get in the water and give them a hose and they spray each other and splash around. They love the water. So and it also bonds them with their friends. It's playing. They love to play. And when you play with your friends or relatives, you're bonding. Humans need to do a lot more playing. We should take a look at this video and do more of that, I think.
Yeah, we should learn from them all.
Absolutely.
And that's why I wanted to ask you, Carrie, because we learned so many things from the comments. Bonnie said, I wonder if they're getting away from something or just going for a swim. So you saw the video, you think these monkeys were just having a good time with each other?
A good time.
They were just having a good time because you could see them dive in, swim to shore, climb back up the tree, and dive in again. And I've seen these monkeys myself, and they do enjoy the water. I've never seen that many diving in all at once, but they do dive in the water from the trees and swim around. And a lot of times when there's a kayak in the water, like there was there, you're not supposed to feed these monkeys, but people do, and then they want to swim over to your boat and see if they can get a treat. Don't feed them if you go there to see them, please.
Well, that's, is it safe, if you are kayaking, is it safe if you see these monkeys to say hello.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's safe. Just don't feed them or have anything that they might want and if they get something, give it to them. So don't go out and visit monkeys if you have anything that you don't want to give up.
They might take it.
Are these monkeys going to invade Florida? Like they seem like there are so many of them and they can swim. So what keeps them in the Ocala area and not, everywhere else in the state?
Well, they've been there for like 90 years, almost 100 years.
Wow.
So, and they're vegetarian, so it's not like they're eating animals or anything or doing any damage. They can live on just about anything, any kind of scrub. So they're really not bothering anything if people just don't feed them or try to catch them or chase them. There is no problem with them.
Yeah.
How fun is that? Oh, I love it.
Well, Carrie, thank you so much. If people want to find out more about your great organization, they can go on Instagram at Jungle Friends Primates Sanctuary. And if you're not lucky enough to see monkeys falling from the sky, how about finding a snake crawling up through the floor of your car? 1.7 million of you have seen this video taken by Kyron Salvari when he was waiting in line at a Pollo Tropical drive-in in Homestead and saw what he thought was a python slithering into the car in front of him.
Yeah.
This snake needed to go somewhere, and it needed to go there fast. Slithering was not fast enough.
Oh my God, I would burn my entire car to the ground. I would have freaked out. I probably would have crashed into the guy that was recording.
Who lost their pet? Like, get your pets.
Car.
Over 3,000 of you shared your take in the comments. Katie Ann said, why would you tell the guy to stop? Because in the video, he's like, stop, you're gonna run over the snake. I'm sorry, that snake would have.
No, you gotta save the snake. I mean, it's still just, it deserves to live.
I would have just freaked out a little bit.
Well, Misha said, Florida is the American Australia, and there has never been a more true statement than that one. We have all the wildest creatures. Some people are walking out to alligators, some people are walking out to snakes. You never know what you're gonna see on a random day.
And then Melanie said, that car belongs to the snake now. I will just walk home and try again later. And I feel all of that.
I mean, honestly, the snake needed to go somewhere. You should have just asked, throw it in the back seat, and everything would have been okay.
Well, I would have freaked out with that too. But you don't have to go through the drive-thru to get yourself a wriggly reptile. They'll come to you, as you'll see in this video from Clearwater PD.
What is this now?
Oh, wow. Clearwater Police Department says a woman found a boa constrictor on the hood of her car. It was over 5 feet long and appeared to be dehydrated, according to police. The reptilian rascal was taken to a local pet store. No word on why boa constrictors are attracted to resting 90s station wagons.
Well, I will say it's probably the heat from that station wagon. The boa's all cozy, probably getting a nice little nap, and then all of a sudden all these people run up, they're like, what's a snake doing on my car?
Yeah, I would have completely freaked out.
But again, these are somebody's pets. And if you're not able to keep your pet in control, I don't think you should be getting that pet in general.
Yeah, he's a thickums trying to get into that box. But next up, if you thought gators only showed up at houses to jump in the pool, just know they're coming for apartment dwellers too now. Oh wow, body cam footage posted by Orlando PD shows officers cornering a 6-foot alligator at an apartment complex just east of the turnpike and covering it with a towel. Officers dragged the gator to the back of the apartment and wrapped its mouth with tape before loading it onto a police vehicle, then releasing it back into nearby Lake Man. Florida cops sure wrestle a lot of reptiles.
Every day has to be so different for an officer. Like some days you're just pulling someone over for speeding. The next you are literally wrestling an alligator. And that alligator, don't let it trick you. They seem all calm in the water. That thing will chomp chomp. They can take your leg off.
Snap, for sure. And then, you probably don't see an alligator in a towel every day, but you also don't see this every day.
What is this little dude doing?
Watch him. We're getting closer. She goes in for the pet.
A little turtle.
And then, whoa! A turtle running away. Ariel spotted this soft-shelled turtle catching a case of the zoomies on Merritt Island.
See, turtles, they're so funny because we're so used to being, you're as slow as a turtle, but then that turtle knows how to put on the burners and get right out of there.
Yeah, my cousin had a pet turtle and it ran away.
That's what happens.
Literally ran away, and I never believed her, but seeing that video, Sorry, cuz.
You can't take your eyes off of a turtle. And now tortoise, different story, but a turtle?
Yeah.
Those suckers got those quick little legs. They'll be right out of there in no time.
Totally. But from reptiles to rodents, after the break, we'll meet the grandma whose first trip to the mouse house went viral. This Kentucky grandma says she has nearly 3 million new grandchildren after her 78th birthday trip went viral on TikTok. Barbara's granddaughter, Caitlin, took her on a surprise trip to the most magical place on earth. She flew for the very first time, met characters, and had a blast on all the rides. Caitlin says they were just two princesses living their best lives in Disney World.
That is so incredible. I love that they're able to do that as a family, because you only get so many of those great moments, and then to be able to do it together, it's inspiring for a lot of families. I love that.
And you know, everyone in the comments loved seeing Barbara enjoying Magic Kingdom. Juicy Smith said, "You could see the little girl coming out in her eyes. She was having the time of her life. Glad you got to make that core memory with her."
That is so sweet. Cammie wrote, "If anyone says Disney's just for kids, I'll show them this."
Even Disney got in on the action, saying, "We hope she had the most magical birthday." And so did we. So we tracked down Barbara and Caitlin to see how it went and how it feels to go viral as a grandma. Thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you all. We're happy to be here.
Yes.
Caitlin, I am so excited to be able to chat with you. Why did you decide to take your sweet grandma on this surprise trip?
It was really random. I was sitting in my backyard one day. I love Disney and I'm always looking for an excuse to go. And I knew her birthday was coming up and it was a pretty big birthday, 78. I think that's a pretty important birthday. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to surprise her and take her to Disney World, and I'm not going to tell her where we're going. And so I told her husband, my grandpa, and he was completely down with the idea. And he's like, "I think I can help you make it happen." So that's kind of where it started. Just randomly one day, I decided to do it.
That is so cute. I love that.
She took me on the first flight I've ever been on.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
what I was gonna ask you about that. I'm gonna say Miss Barbara because I'm a Southern girl and I would hate to call you by your first name. I gotta give you some respect. Miss Barbara, this was your first flight. Were you nervous at all getting on a plane for the first time?
You know, I thought it would be, but I wasn't. I was just as calm, and I looked out the window and looked at everything. It must have been dead.
But out of everything you got to experience on the trip, what was your favorite part? And I'll ask both of you, what was the favorite part of this trip?
All of it. Everything. Especially in there in the places she took me. And this one place where all these white army guys were.
Rise of the Resistance.
In the spaceship. They take us
Star Wars fan,
and
Miss
drop us
Barbara.
down. It was something, I tell you, I never laughed. I said, every grandma ought to go.
So my favorite part, of course, was getting to tell her at the airport where we were going. I didn't know what her reaction would be, especially since she was flying for the first time. I know she might have been a little nervous. So that's what I was looking forward to the most, was the big reveal. And it was so sweet the way that she reacted. And I do agree with what you said, the whole day. It really was just something so special that we got to do together. I'm so thankful. And we really made the most of it.
Your brothers.
So will there be any more granddaughter, grandmother trips in the future that we'll be able to follow along with?
I can't give away too much right now, but we do have our next trip sponsored by a very big company, so I'm really excited. We haven't decided where we're going to go yet, so we've been asking people for recommendations, but we will definitely be going on a lot more trips.
Oh, cannot wait to watch.
Amazing. Thank you guys so much for talking about your trip. I can't wait to see where you guys go next. But we have to take a quick break. When we come back, from a tourist keeping calm on the coasters to someone with this reaction to the Skyway Bridge.
That boat is not gonna make that bridge, and we're getting on the bridge, and I'm not playing with you! Holy
Before the break, we met someone so pumped to be visiting the Sunshine State. At the other end of the excitement scale, there is this woman who is terrified of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge in St. Petersburg.
happening right now. No, this cannot be happening. No. Adam, you better freaking start doing 90 on this bridge right now, bro. That boat is not gonna make that bridge, and we're getting on the bridge. Adam, I'm not playing with you.
Welcome to the Skyway Bridge, girl.
Holy Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up. Adam, I think you should pull over. Pull over.
It's called.
Oh my
Danielle
God.
is originally from New York and hasn't quite adjusted to driving in the Bay Area. Nearly 9 million people watched her video on TikTok. She says she has a fear of bridges and didn't believe that the cruise ship would make it under the bridge.
Can we just be honest for a second? When you first go over that bridge, it's terrifying.
Absolutely.
It took me probably 10 times before I could just lightly let go of the steering wheel and let my hands relax, because every other time it was the death grip.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was not gonna fall out of there.
I don't like bridges, and I especially do not like the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. And seeing a ship after all of the incidents that's happened in the past, I can understand why she was very terrified.
I mean, I know we laugh too, but we are literally the same people of, okay,
Yeah.
I would react the same way, and a lot of people online said the same thing.
Exactly.
Like Aaron even asked, pull over where? Because that's the problem with these bridges. When you're scared, there ain't nowhere to go
There's
except
nowhere
for
to go.
straight.
Exactly, you just gotta keep going. Mel added, help, that's the cruise I'm on right now. I wonder how they knew that for sure.
Someone else was having a little fun in the comments, and they said, well, at least you didn't panic.
Well, I don't know, that's debatable. But we're
all
gonna
trolling.
stay calm and take one last break. And when we come back, we hear the call that made Scott say this on the radio.
Let's just call it what you are stalking your fiance.
As you guys might know, the guy next to me opens up his DMs on the air on his Magic 94.9 morning show to hear listeners' DM disasters. Or maybe this is all A-okay, but we gotta see what you think.
A friend of mine at work is kind of like my work husband, Things have gotten complicated because this guy has developed feelings for me. And now it's getting really weird. Nothing's going to happen. Here's where it gets complicated, okay? A few weeks ago, I made the mistake of giving him some money without my husband's knowledge, okay? This guy was struggling and he had some bills that he couldn't pay. I let him borrow some money, and since then, he thinks our relationship is more than it is, okay? And now, this guy's text messages have gone from flirtatious to and fun to, over the line. It's a bit much. And he was moving to a new level in this relationship, but I ignored the signs. I'm trying to do the right thing, but it's complicated. Now I really need to shut this down, but what do I do? It's going to hurt this guy. I have to work with him.
Yeah.
But I'm also worried that he, if I put an end to this, that he might try to retaliate, telling my husband about the money. And I just don't know what the heck to do.
There's so many levels of wrong with that.
Well, are you someone that is okay with the term work wife or work husband? Because when she said that, immediately my thought is, if you're going to use that terminology in the office, you're opening a door that can go in a very bad direction, as it did.
This is going to be a fun fact for you, Scott. Paul, our producer, he's listening. He loves to call you my work husband. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We don't do that.
How can I be a work husband without even knowing I'm a work husband?
So now, Paul, you know that Scott is in agreement with me. You don't do the work wife, work husband. Y'all are just friends. We're just buds.
Work buds is a lot safer than work husband or work wife.
Exactly.
But then the money gets involved. And that's the problem, because she lent this man, and if she's not willing to say, it's thousands. It has to be thousands without her husband's knowledge. And now that you're gonna hide it from your husband, you're literally I told her on the air, I was like, you are digging this hole further and further from the truth.
I would argue that's cheating. Because if you do something behind your partner's back and they don't know anything about it and you're trying to cover it up, she's going down a slippery slope.
That's the problem with the work wife, work husband relationship. You just could keep those little secrets, and hopefully it could all end nicely. which, surprise, it probably won't.
Probably. But you know, of course, the secret to healthy relationships is not to have any secrets, as we just talked about. And if that doesn't quite work, solid backup plan is to have your partner's location.
He said that he didn't think that I seemed happy about being engaged because I wasn't like excited or surprised about the proposal. I'm happy, but I wasn't surprised. And the reason is because, I mean, I track his location, so.
Okay, I'm not gonna call you crazy, because I do, you know, I have friends that we share each other's location.
Well, he doesn't know that I track him.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You didn't tell him that you're actually tracking his location? They have a word for that, Michelle. I think that's stalking. Like, let's just call it what it. You are stalking your fiance.
I'm not. I'm really not. Like, he doesn't need to know that I know his location.
That's
In
what
your
I'm
face,
saying.
exactly.
It's stalking if your partner doesn't know, because I have all my friends' locations.
Yep, same.
But they had to agree to that.
Exactly. And I don't know how she's tracking him without him knowing. Like, did you put an air tag in this man's car? And the fact that you weren't excited about your proposal, you couldn't even fake it? Like.
I think that she's doing something as in putting a device in his car, not letting him know. And she is acting like, okay, I'm just doing it to make sure he's safe, and that if anything happens, I would know. If that was truly why you were doing it, you would let them know. Hey, if anything goes wrong, don't worry, I have your location.
Exactly.
But you obviously think that he's up to no good, so you're gonna follow him until something goes bad.
You have to have the conversation with, oh, we're gonna share locations, or we're not gonna share locations. In my mind, she put an air tag in his car, look under your seats, check behind everything. The woman is, I'm not gonna call her the word that I just thought of in my head. Anyway.
But they're gonna get married, so everything's fine, right?
But before we go, we have some late breaking news from our Animals in General desk. Another snake has been spotted on the dance floor. Get it.
Okay, this is a must. So many people get mad at me when I do the worm at weddings. If no one does the worm at your wedding, did you have a wedding?
That's true.
Did you get married? Was it a legendary dance floor? That guy right there knows how to
Paul.
party.
We should have put it in the script that he has to demonstrate his worm for us.
I'm a little sore still, okay? I get everything I got when I hit the dance floor at a wedding. So that worm goes down once and now I'm all bruised.
Well, if you have a viral video that we should be talking about, send it to us at Florida4Real on Instagram or TikTok. And remember to keep it real,
Florida for real.